Hello and welcome to the March update for Aspire to Teach. This month there's a new module for you. We talked about it a couple weeks ago or last month at the PLC. A new module in Haiku, one that I think will be really helpful for all of you. We're going to start it this month and finish next month, and that's Special Education 101 for Gen Ed. So in this one, you'll be looking, in the first session, you'll be looking at the IDEA Act and your role as a classroom teacher. So activity 1 will be due March 5th, and the second activity is looking at how do you support IEPs. And this should be a little bit familiar because in the unit plan, when you looked at the context, when you completed the context piece for your classroom, you looked at who in my classroom has an IEP, what are their goals and accommodations, and then you'll just get a little more practice with this one in activity 2, which will be due on March 12th. And the third activity in this module will be collaborating to support exceptional learners. And this is how you click in with different providers, service providers at your school. And the directions say in the module for you to take 2 students through this process, but I'd like for you to focus on one of your students who has an IEP in your classroom. And that one will be due on March 19th. I'm going to get out of here and take you to the, I messed up, sorry about that. So what I'm going to do is take you out of here and then open up this module so that you, you see what it looks like. Let me share it again. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing here with sharing my screens today. Okay, so let's go into this module so you get an idea for what it looks like. So there's an intro, just like always. So what are the goals of this module? And then session 1 is understanding the Individuals with Disabilities Act. And 2 is how do you provide modifications. And then 3 is collaborating with others in your school, so or other people on the IEP team. Notice that there's also session 4 and the teacher quality standards reflection. I don't want you to do that this month. I'm going to push that over until April because I'd like for you to do some other things this month instead of finishing up that module. So that's Haiku, getting back in there. Unit plan. Most of you should be teaching, have already taught, or just starting your unit. Everybody's done with the planning phase. So don't forget while you're teaching to complete the enactment document. And that one you'll find in the unit plan project module in Haiku also. It's due within a week after you finish your unit. After teaching your unit, you'll complete the student learning and unit plan reflection document. That's also found in the unit plan project module in Haiku. And that one is due a couple weeks after you finish your unit. So teach your unit, be done with it, look at your assessments, think about the process, complete this document. I'm hoping that all of you can get this to me by either March 31st or by that first week in April. So first week in April would be maybe by April 9th at the very latest. So we can move on to finishing up the last pieces of the program. So everybody can get done in May. Next, Thursday, March 9th is next PLC. It's from 5:30 to 7:30 like always. And we're going to kind of go back to high leverage practices for this PLC, and we're going to be have some station work around grouping strategies. So how do you group kids? Intentional and other ways of grouping students. How do you hold group discussions? And then how do you manage group work when you're doing station work or other things in your classroom? There's also going to be some ally time, so I'd like to check in with each of you again on your unit plan and anything else you want to do. Also this month I'm going to put you in pairs for Athena for one of the videos, and we'll set up that process when we're together at the PLC. Which brings me to Athena. So the first video can be your choice. I want a 20-minute block, so it can be the how you start up class. It can be 20 minutes of your lesson, or what would be totally cool is to see the last 10 minutes one day and the first 10 minutes the next. So let's shoot for getting this one in by Friday, March 17th. And then the second video, I'm going to put you in pairs and create a little protocol for you to use to watch each other each other's videos. And I'm hoping that that process will get done by March 31st. I know that spring break is going to be within that window somewhere, so think about how you're going to allocate your time so that you can have your week of spring break to watch each other's videos, or you might even want to get it done sooner. And that's all. Remember, this is spring break month, yay, for most of you, perhaps all of you. With that, make sure that you use your time wisely this month so that you can use a little bit of that spring break time to catch up on anything you need to, or do it beforehand so that you get to just sort of disconnect for spring break. That's all. I will see you all in a week. Thanks.